Good morning. I'm Greg LaBarge. I'm with Ohio State University Extension. I'm 31 years with Extension. 25 years of that was spent in Fulton County, Ohio, which is the county just west of the Toledo area, so very familiar with working with water quality issues and production agriculture. And in the last 5, 6 years, I've been doing this new role of a field specialist in agronomic systems. With that, I've been working very heavily in the area of water quality and production agriculture. I think it's been appropriate that Extension is kind of the cleanup here, because really our role as Extension is to take all those nuggets of information that come from the research, make it into an applied fashion that we can share back with our farming community to make changes in management and reach goals, whether those goals be production goals or whether those goals be environmental goals that we are challenged with to face in the future. I'm going to share 6 different things that we've worked on from Extension over the past few years. Some of them are things that I've done, others are things that us as ag and our educators in the state of Ohio have accomplished. One of those is related to fertilizer applicator certification. Back in August of 2014, regulations came in place that those people that applied fertilizer on more than 50 acres here in the state of Ohio had to attend a state mandated program for applicator certification. With that, what we've accomplished is certifying 16,808 people, and reality is about 18,000 have come through the classes since that period of time when we began this program. You see a representation there of the state and where those applicators are located at. There's a lot of work done by Rory locally here to get that accomplished in Wayne County, and Dark and Mercer are the 2 largest. What did we teach during those sessions? We didn't shy away from the water quality issues. We talked directly about harmful algal blooms. We talked about hypoxia. The harmful algal blooms was a much easier discussion to have because of the locality of the issue versus the hypoxia issue. And then with that, we blended in the 4R nutrient stewardship information for both phosphorus and nitrogen, looking at the needs for both of those water quality issues that we face. Did farmers get anything out of these sessions? We did the initial sessions, we did a survey, and then we're in the first year of our continuing education opportunity to reach people, and we've done a survey in both of those. In the initial training, 82% plan to review their phosphorus recommendations. In the follow-up, we're finding that 73 did go back and look at them on their own, and another 76% actually went back and worked with their ag retailer to understand what's going on. Another program that we have in the Western Lake Erie Basin is doing nutrient management plans. A portion of those is talking about nutrient recommendations for crops, but the other portion is talking about environmental risk. And we use that P index that was being shared by Dr. Dayton in that evaluation. And what you see here is we've completed assessments on 40,000 acres, or actually 40,000 acres. We've got results for the P risk index on almost 29,000 acres, and these are the categories that those fall into as far as risk. We have 78% that are less than 1.5 pounds of nutrient leaving, and we've got 22% that are greater than 1.5 pounds. And maybe that 80-20 rule does apply based off of some of these initial results. Extension also gets involved in on-farm research and discovery with farmers on the farm. We've worked with Dr. Coleman, who's doing a revision of some of our fertilizer recommendations here in the state of Ohio with a lot of on-farm research, a lot of plots out that are managed by and with the farmers from our county extension educators to get that information to revise our fertilizer recommendations. I can't help but mention when we talk about some extension programming, the work that Glenn Arnold is doing in manure management. It is one of the things that I think is really cutting edge in helping our farmers from an economic and environmental standpoint, and that is in-crop application manure. Utilizing with our corn and wheat really the nitrogen component of the manure, and actually the rates kind of balance out with a swine manure application to provide a 2-year rate of phosphorus for the crop rotation. Another effort to provide people with information is some outreach on ag BMPs. What we're are putting together is a website and then a field guide. The website and field guide are hand-in-hand type of products. What they do is provide a visual identification of some of the critical concerns. You can see here a before of erosion, and then an after where we actually have waterways put in place that address the issue. All of those efforts actually were a part of a signature program from Extension called Nutrient Stewardship for Cleaner Water. There is a website there that has results of all those different programs in relationship to accomplishments, and we did wrap that up in this past year in relationship to some of our Extension outreach efforts. The one final thing, I hit it as it was switching. The one final thing that I want to mention is we do have infrastructure that reaches farmers. And one of those infrastructure pieces is our corn newsletter. A tremendous tool that we started back in 1996. Technology at that point was we were advanced by faxing out this newsletter on a weekly basis. We've moved through several different iterations of that, and we do put out 41 issues per year. We have almost 5,000 subscribers to that newsletter, and a lot of information is able to be transferred to farmers throughout the year, and not only farmers, but farmers and their ag advisors in relationship to making decisions on their farm for in-season crop pests. And then also we've relayed some of the rules and regulations and other environmental aspects of things that we need to be thinking about from an ag production perspective. So appreciate the opportunity, and we're wrapped up, Doug.